This Vanilla Ice quote, man. So he's throwing a concert, but the venue is technically a restaurant, so he can get away with it, even though it has large capacity outdoor concert space. And his quote is, the 90s were the best. We didn't have coronavirus or cell phones or computers. We had 5.0s, which I don't know what that is. Blockbuster, Beavis and Butthead, Wayne's World, Chris Tucker, and Jackie Chan. Mortal Kombat is still better than Fortnite, the last of the great decades. Do you agree with him?
No. Tough, Vanilla Ice, man. And he had a really nice role at the end of The Wrong Missy, the David Spade movie on Netflix. So, it almost double cuts me. But yeah, dude, this just sucks, dude. Like, what?
I agree with him. I don't agree with what he said, but I'm happy he feels that way. I think the transition from the 90s to the early aughts is one of the biggest changes in society we've seen in the last 200 years. Probably the tech, when electricity and the railroad came about. But I think so many people look back at the 90s and the pre-internet with such heart-shaped eyes. And I get this sense of happiness for them that they get to be like, you know what? I existed before all of that. Because I can't really say it. I lived there, but I wasn't actively in it.
Right.
I'm a little jealous of people that are 10 years old and like 40-year-olds that literally were in their transformative years during that transition, because they can really, like, in 100 years or 50 years, they can be like, yeah, I did before and after as a youth. Like, it's a really cool time to change, and I understand why anyone would be like, it was so much simpler before I realized how much wrong there was in the world, which the internet has let us know. But I have I like it.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's dumb. It's like wanting to live dumb, and like what you just said at the end there. I mean, I'm the king of living dumb, but it's also, just being like ignorant to the world around you and stuff you do every day. And it's like, yeah, it's fine if you want to think that way, but that is, I also think there's an age thing there, right? Like what you were saying, like, yes, we were young and, we kind of adapted / were born into this. I think it's just people that are like, I've been on a big, life changes at 30 things lately. Like if you were 30 and then the internet and stuff came around, like, yes, you're going to look back at your high school, college years and that stuff in a different way anyways. And then you're just going to multiply it in your head just to do it.
Yeah, I just think we were at the tail end of it. But from records to cassette tapes to CD players to iPods to streaming, that's like a 10-year, 15-year span, man. Like the music, it just zoomed through. So I don't know. I kind of get jealous of someone who's like 38, 39. Like, yeah, I had everyone. I had a beeper. I had a cell phone. There was like these devices that you just texted on. We're like, I hear. And then they're like, why don't we just combine that with the cell phone? I don't know really what my take is here. I'm a little jealous.
You're just saying you're just saying you wish you saw more life, which you will. You're currently doing it.
Yeah, we will. But I think that's the biggest change we'll get in a long time.
We missed a little bit of the kickoff. We got there for the kickoff and the game started, and it was one of those, like, are we going to sprint to the seats to watch the kickoff, or should we just grab our beer and a hot dog and, we'll miss the first few plays?